Hey there, sis. How are you? Hi, Ruby. What do you want? You're as cold as ever, aren't you? We're sisters. We can message each other for no particular reason. Sisters? I don't think of you as my sister. What a terrible thing to say. Why? What's wrong with me? I know you know. Huh? Oh, I get it. You're jealous of me, aren't you, sis? What? You're ugly and I'm charming and popular. Oh, you're as confident as ever. It's true. We were born from the same parents, but I really feel sorry for you. You are smart, but you are not cute at all. You don't dress well and are not attractive as a woman at all. So, what do you want? You didn't just drop me a line to diss me, did you? Oh, yes. I have something very important to tell you. What? Don't be surprised. I'm on a trip to Hawaii with your husband. Hawaii? Yeah, you must be surprised. Ken said he was going on a business trip yesterday. Did he lie? That's right. Ken and I are off to our vacation. We're going to enjoy the ocean in Hawaii. Well, Ken and I work at the same place. I had my suspicions from the beginning. So, when are you coming back? What? How many days are you going to stay? And when are you coming back? What's that? Your reaction is funny. Why? Your husband was taken away from you? You're not surprised or frustrated? Well, I'm jealous that you guys are going to Hawaii. That's not what I meant. This is the part where you cry and scream, "Give me back my husband!" What is wrong with you? You don't have to be so strong. I'm not trying to. I knew about it, so it's no big deal. What? What do you mean? I'm saying I knew about your affair with Ken. It's too bad it was not a surprise. What? You knew? You know what? Let me ask you this. Did you think you were hiding it well? You and Ken flirted with each other in front of everyone. Mom and Dad know about this too. Really? You're married too, but you don't seem to care. What do you mean? Don't tell me you're not aware of it. I thought we were dating secretly. Well, I don't care about that. I'm going to talk about the divorce and alimony as soon as you guys come home. I'm looking forward to it. What? Alimony? Are you taking money from your sister? Of course. Why are you surprised? He cheated on me. I can still file a claim for alimony. Well, okay. I'm surprised that you knew it, but it's okay. I see. Well, we're going back in 4 days. We are going to have fun. What the? You're going to enjoy it anyway, huh? We came all the way to Hawaii. We have to enjoy it. I don't have to hide it anymore. I feel great. Oh well, if you're not going to run away, that's fine. I'll see you later. Ruby. Why don't you answer your phone? Your in-laws have tried to call you many times. What are you doing? Ruby, answer me. You know, I've been getting a lot of notifications. It's that loser who lost her husband to me. What's going on? I know you were trying to be tough the other day, but I bet you're still frustrated that I took your husband away from you, aren't you? Let's talk about that later. What? Hunter is in critical condition. Hunter? You're joking, right? There's no way I'm joking about something like this. Hunter has been in the hospital for a long time because of a serious illness, right? That's right. But the last time I went to visit him, he looked fine. When was that? He had a medical emergency this morning. And you're not responding to anyone's calls. Come home as soon as possible. What? I don't want to. What? He's not in critical condition. You're just trying to get me and Ken back home ahead of schedule, aren't you? I know what you guys are trying to do. What are you talking about? We're in a really tough situation. We'll talk about your affair later. Please hurry up and come home. Yes, you're acting out. I told you it's not like that. I'm busy having fun with Ken. Don't interrupt me when I'm in the middle of a lively conversation. What are you doing at a time when your husband is dying? Oh, that's right. Sis, if you're so worried about Hunter, why don't you marry him? Huh? Don't be silly. Hunter is your precious husband, right? I don't need a sick husband. Well, in exchange, you give me Ken. You know, this is no time to joke around like this. I'm serious. I think it's a good idea to trade husbands. That's enough. If you don't come home right now, you'll regret it. Okay. I'm going to block you now. You're annoying me, sis. What? Bye! Ruby, don't hang up. Hi, Hannah. I just came back home, so I'm unblocking your number. It was the best trip I've ever had. I was with my lover, Ken. Listen up, sis. Ken and I got engaged. Please break up with him as soon as possible, sis. I know you said you were going to have a talk, but we want to be a husband and wife as soon as possible. Hannah, I understand your frustration. Don't ignore me. Shut up. What? I'm busy right now. What? I just unblocked you. Oh, I see. You're unhappy because Ken dumped you, right? I'll give you my husband instead. Hunter is a boring guy whose only merit is his work ethic. He's a good match for you, isn't he? Well, when he got sick, he had to quit his job, which was his only purpose in life. He became a really useless man. I'm sure he can at least do the housework. You should marry him. Listen, I'm at Hunter's funeral right now. What? Funeral? Mom and Dad are beyond angry and disgusted. You are not at your husband's funeral. People are talking about you. They were whispering here and there, asking why you were not here. Huh? Some of Hunter's classmates knew what was going on. Maybe a lot of people already know about you and Ken. What's going on? You're kidding, right? You should hurry back home now and apologize to Hunter and his parents. I can't believe it. I can't believe he died so soon. If you still don't believe me, why don't you go home anyway? It'll all become more evident. Oh no, is this for real? Sis, that's terrible. Why didn't you tell me earlier that Hunter was in a critical condition? What? I did. Your mother and father both called several times. You ignored them and continued your trip to Hawaii. I totally thought it was a joke. You should have told me more seriously. Then I could have come home early too. How dare you? What have you done? It's all your fault. I came back from a fun trip to Hawaii and I'm getting blamed by everyone. Don't tell me you think you're not to blame. I'm innocent. What's wrong with going on a trip with the man I'm going to marry in the future? I wish Hunter had thought of better timing. He put his wife in a difficult place. You're disgusting. I talked to Hunter's parents. They said that ever since Hunter was hospitalized, you only went to visit him once. I couldn't. I was busy with work. And by work, you mean you only work part-time, 3 days a week, for a short time. Oh, shut up. That doesn't matter now. I'm in a real tough spot right now. Dad raised his voice at me as soon as I got to the funeral hall. Mom started crying. Hunter's relatives stared at me. Why are you mad at me when you're getting such a normal reaction? That's not nice. Oh yes, about Ken. His father scolded him with an iron fist. What? Anyway, I'm getting a divorce, and I'm going to demand alimony from you and Ken. Oh, right. I don't mind. I'm going to receive Hunter's inheritance. And Ken will be promoted to CEO soon, right? Alimony is a small price to pay. I see. I think you're being very optimistic. I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. Okay, whatever you want. I'll take your husband. Hey sis, I have a favor to ask you. What is it? About the alimony? Is there any way to reduce it or waive it? Why? You just said the other day that alimony is nothing. I thought I could get by with the inheritance, but there was hardly anything I could call an inheritance. So? Hunter worked for a big company and was very thrifty, so I thought he had a lot of money saved up. But Hunter's sister told me his hospital stay lasted longer than expected. He had to pay a lot for his hospitalization and medical expenses. He used up almost all of it. I see. So I asked Ken to pay for it. But Ken said my ex-husband's situation is none of his business. He won't give me the money. Well, I guess that's the way it's going to be. But whatever the reason, I'll make him pay. I can't pay the alimony on my own, so I'd appreciate it if you could reduce the amount, or even waive it. Of course not. You are stingy. Yes. You work full-time. You don't have to worry about money, right? You are taking advantage of your sister who doesn't have any money. I don't want you to say that to me. I'll make sure you pay the amount I've charged you. You're terrible. We are sisters. I don't consider you as my sister. Oh my God. Sis? What the hell? It's early in the morning. I need to go to work now. Why is Ken unemployed? What? I thought he would be promoted soon. He said he was going to take over his father's company. I asked him about it yesterday, and he said he already quit the company. Oh no, you didn't know? What? Ken was supposed to take over the company, but his father decided that Ken was not the right person to take it over. So they decided on another candidate. Just a few days ago, they announced the new CEO. Who the hell? Me. What? You are the new CEO? As you probably know, I've been working for Ken's father's company for a long time, and his father relies on me a lot. He asked me to support Ken in both his private and business life, but he changed his mind. He thought it would be better to have me become the new CEO. What? I can't believe he would entrust the company to someone else. If you and Ken get divorced, you were a stranger to him. Well, we won't be relatives anymore. I guess that's how much he trusts me. Oh no! Ken wasn't happy about his decision. He submitted a resignation letter. So, when do you think you'll be able to pay the alimony? Well, I'm okay as long as you pay it on time. Have you come up with the money? What? You know I don't have any money. I see. You were relying on Hunter's inheritance and Ken's income, which is why you were able to act so big. Well, I knew that was the case. If you know, waive the alimony. That's a different story. But what's not there isn't there. I can't pay alimony. No matter how insistent you are, I'm not going to pay it. I'm sorry you couldn't get the money from me. No, I will make sure you pay. I told you I couldn't do it. I had a feeling this was going to happen, so I asked my uncle to take care of it in case it happened. What? Our uncle? Mom's older brother? I think he owns a company. That's right. Mom, Dad, and I have decided that you need to stay with him. What do you mean? You should be thanking him. You can work for him and he will send me your salary every month. From now on, you will live at your uncle's house. Why? I don't like him. He's a scary old man. I haven't liked that uncle since I was a kid. Come to think of it, he used to scold you all the time. Why are you in touch with him? He's been busy and hasn't been coming to our family gatherings for a while now. Well, it's not like you needed to know, but his company has a business relationship with my company. What? In other words, your infidelity with Ken has affected the business aspect of my family. That's one of the reasons he's willing to take care of you. Absolutely not! I can't work for my uncle. He's too strict. And his wife? Wasn't she even scarier than our uncle? Yes, she was. You'd better be prepared. No way! I can't do this! I'm not good at housework. I've never worked full-time. That's why you're being sent there. I know! Mom and Dad regret spoiling you so much. I totally understand. You didn't even take care of your sick husband. You were on vacation with your sister's husband when your husband was in critical condition. But why do I need to go to our uncle? You don't have a choice. You should go to your uncle and get a good education. I won't let you do it. I'm going back to my parents' house. Nope. Mom and Dad have no intention of accepting you. Oh no! I think it's about time our uncle arrived. What? I called him while we were chatting. Huh? You're at Ken's apartment right now, aren't you? Our uncle is picking you up soon, so get ready and wait for him. Wait a minute! You'll realize the sinfulness of what you've done when you're with your uncle. No! Hey sis, forgive me! I'll apologize for having an affair with Ken. I'll break up with him and give him back to you. I don't want him. Huh? I don't need a prick who cheats on his wife. Oh no! Well then, I know it's hard, but hang in there. I hope you can at least regain your human heart. Bye-bye. Oh no! Shortly after this, the uncle arrived at the apartment. He secured Ruby at the entrance in the nick of time as she tried to escape. When she was put into her uncle's car, she resisted and asked for help from the neighbors. But since there were rumors in the neighborhood, not a single person took her side. She was safely taken to her uncle's house. The next day, the alimony was paid, and my ex-husband also paid his alimony. Ken is unemployed and has no savings. His dad had advanced him the alimony payment. I heard he works part-time from morning to night to pay off his debt. I may have failed at marriage, but I am able to work as a CEO like this now. I am glad that I have been working hard.
Sarah, are you on a business trip again today? You've been married for 12 years and still don't want to quit your job. Are you talking about that again? Can you please stop sending the same message on my lunch break? I don't want to spend my break time texting you. I need to have some lunch now. We live next door, so we can talk after I get home. I need to get back to work now. I'm telling you to quit your job already. You are making little money anyway. Your work will be fine without you. And above all, you can't get pregnant because you're still working. You are already in your 30s. You're getting older. You need to have a baby soon. I want you to quit your job. I understand what you are saying. If I quit my job, Eric and I won't be able to make a decent living. We won't be able to afford to have a baby, and I can't quit my job so early either. Well, look what you're saying. You still insist that you can't live on Eric's earnings alone. We've been having this same conversation repeatedly, and you're right. That can't be true. Oh my God, I really don't know why my son married to a woman like you. You didn't even believe me after I showed you my paycheck. Huh? I'm going to run out of time to have lunch, so if you'll excuse me now. Hey Sarah. Did you say some terrible things to my mom? Terrible things? Like how you don't want to deal with her during your lunch break? I heard you were rude to my mom for sticking up for me. She's your mother too. You need to take better care of her. Respect her more. Wow, is that what she said to you? It sounds like everything is my fault. I'm the terrible one. What? It can't be my mother's fault. Okay. That's enough. I've done well for 12 years, right? Huh? What are you talking about? Never mind. I'm at a hotel, reconfirming some documents I need tomorrow. I will let you go now. Hey, I'm not done talking with you. Sarah, I heard you're on a business trip again today. Yes, I am. You're coming back the day after tomorrow, right? Yes. Is there any possibility of a change of plans? Well, that depends on the situation, but I don't think so. Why? Nothing. Just checking. Okay. Okay then. Eric, what's going on? Huh? I just came back from a business trip. All the things in the house, furniture and dishes are gone. And there's a divorce paper on the floor of the living room. What's this? As you can see, I'm divorcing you. My mom and I decided to move out. Did you do that on purpose? You know it's our 12th wedding anniversary, right? Yes, I do. Being asked for a divorce on your wedding anniversary is so hilarious. That's not really an explanation. So you're saying that your mom agrees with your divorce? That's what I meant. That's right, I get it. But you'll still have to fulfill the responsibility of a divorce. Responsibilities? Oh, you mean the divorce papers. What are you in such a hurry for? The divorce papers are filled out. All I have to do is fill them out, send them in, and that's it. I fulfilled my last responsibility as your husband. You should check it before you start accusing me, okay? Let me ask you something. What? What are you going to do about living expenses from now on? Huh? Your mom doesn't work. You're going to support her with your earnings. What do you think about that? Of course I'm thinking about it. My mom and I have my father's inheritance. We will be fine. Okay, I get it. Are you sure you want me to file for divorce? Yes, as soon as possible. I'll think about it. Sarah, you are home, right? We are done with you. You and Eric will be divorced. Now it's you. What? Eric texted me a while ago about the divorce and moving out. Oh, I didn't know. Then there's only one thing I can say. I want to have my grandchildren as soon as possible. The best thing is to get rid of you for my new daughter-in-law. A new daughter-in-law? Didn't Eric tell you that? Martha is pregnant with Eric's child. And he wants to marry her before the baby is born. Huh? I see. I'd like to ask you something. What? What are your plans for living expenses from now on? What? If he divorces me, he can no longer rely on my salary. I don't know if the new daughter-in-law, but I had her resign so she could start a family. I see. 4 of you will live with Eric's salary alone. Yes, that's right. Are you sure you can handle it? Of course, we'll be fine. After all, Eric's monthly income is double yours. We are fine. No problems at all. Excuse me? Eric only makes a little money. What are you talking about? The paycheck you showed me was about $3,000 a month. So Eric's must be around $6,000. That's the opposite. Opposite? I make twice as much as Eric. What? Let me put it simply. It is correct that my take-home pay is $3,000. Eric earns about half of that, which means $1,500 a month. Huh? Didn't you notice that when we were living next doors? Your son has been moving from job to job. In the 12 years since he married me, he's left and changed jobs 7 times. 7 times? The longest one lasted a little over 3 years. He leaves after about a year or 2. How can he have much salary? That's why they were living on my salary. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Eric said he would tell you himself, so I kept out of it. Wait a minute. If that's true, why would Eric divorce you? He has a pregnant girlfriend, but he should have thought about it too. According to Eric's message earlier, he said you guys are fine with the inheritance. Huh? Inheritance? There's no such thing from the beginning. I'm sure that's true. Your husband was a big spender. Anyway, why don't you and Eric talk about it? Apparently, you and your son overestimated each other. You two need to improve in the crucial discussion. Hi, Sarah. I'll give you a chance. What? Did you discuss it with your mom? Yes, I did. I'll tell you now. No, I don't really care. I'll tell you the only way you can get back with me. You're going to give everything you make to me and my mom. From now on, My mom and I will be in charge of the household finances. I'll give you $100 as a monthly allowance, and you'll make do with that. If you agree to these terms, you won't get divorced. Huh, I see. If you want to stay with me, you'll have to put up with being an ATM. I don't, and I'm moving to LA. Huh? LA? My company wants to promote me to director in the LA office. First, I was not sure, but since you moved out and want a divorce, I've made up my mind. Huh? I accepted the offer today and moving to LA next week. What? I think I will be there for a long time. I'll enjoy my single life in LA. Did you turn in the paper already? Yeah, I stopped by the city office this morning before work. No way. I won't get my father's inheritance, which I was counting on. How am I supposed to live with my mom? Oh, that's right. I'm going to charge you compensation. Huh? Why? I know you thought you were hiding it from me, but I've been aware of it for a long time. And I've been gathering evidence. And your mom brought up your affair yesterday. Martha, right? What? You two should work better together. I mean, I'm laughing now. I've asked my lawyer to take care of everything else. We're strangers now. Sarah, I got certified mail. How do you know where we live? Your husband's brother manages the house, right? Huh? He told me you and Eric are living there without permission. He complained to me. What? I told him what had happened, and he agreed to cooperate with me until the matter was settled. Until things are over? I'm talking about the certified mail you received. Let me put it simply. I'm demanding complete payment for Eric's infidelity. Payment? Eric cheated on me. I have the right to demand it. And I've already received compensation from Eric's girlfriend. What? Eric told her about the inheritance and had a relationship with her. Her pregnancy was a lie. After she found out about Eric's financial situation, she left him. Pregnancy is a lie? Then my grandchildren. I don't think so. Huh? Sarah? You can get back together with Eric. I don't want to. I'm going to LA. LA? Hasn't he told you yet? You guys need to communicate. What should we do then? Ask your son. Sarah, please. Goodbye. That's what happened. Now I've been working in LA under the sunny sunshine. My parents decided to sell their house in New York and move to LA with me. My company has arranged housing for them, and we are living there temporarily. The other day, Eric and his mom visited my parents' old house in New York. They wanted me to pay back the compensation because they could no longer live on their debts. They destroyed the yard and broke a window to get inside, and someone called the police. The property owner charged them a lot of money. They ended up increasing the amount of money they had to pay. Now they are both cut off from all relatives and working hard to pay off their debts.
Sophia, did you and Kyle fight again? Kyle's back at our house. You must have yelled at him again. A woman yelling at a man is so immodest. I'm sorry, mother-in-law. Sorry for bothering you. Kyle's back at your place again, huh? He must be feeling uncomfortable staying with you. You know, you're picking a fight with your husband who's working so hard at work. You're the only wife who would make her husband go back to his parents' house so many times. I'd like to know how your parents had raised you. Why don't you apologize and ask him to forgive you? No, I didn't pick a fight with him this time either. Kyle spent all his money on gambling and drinking, and he came home with some girl he flirted. He tried to make out with her in front of me, so that's why I got mad. He was the one who picked the fight. You're complaining about that again. What does it matter what Kyle does with the money he earns? He works every day, so let him do whatever he wants so that he can take a break. If it's just for taking a break, I won't complain. Besides, a good provider always cheats. You should just stay calm as the wife. A good woman should be able to forgive 1 or 2 concubines. You're making a fuss about it with an ugly jealousy. You're a woman of small caliber. A concubine? This isn't ancient times, you know. And this is his 3rd time. What if he gets some woman pregnant? Oh, that would be so lucky. Then he'll get divorced from you, and he'll marry to a woman who can give birth to my grandchildren. You've been married for 2 years and won't get pregnant. A mistress is more useful if she's pregnant. That's such an awful thing to say. We've only been married for 2 years. I can't even think of having children right now. Don't talk back to me. You don't even work. You rely on your husband's salary. A housewife who can't have children. You're nothing but a parasite. A money-grubbing parasite. A parasite? That's right. You're being supported by Kyle. You should know yourself. I'll let Kyle stay at my house for today. You need to apologize to him. It's the end of you if he leaves you. Yes, I understand. Hello, mother-in-law. I'm home now. Ah, Sophia, welcome home. How was your one-night trip? Did you have fun? Yes, I actually did. You suddenly gave me money and told me to go on a trip. And I was surprised to be kicked out with my luggage. But I've had a reasonably relaxing time. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad I was able to come up with the money for you. Anyways, the house is empty, and there are divorce papers in the living room. What's this all about? It's nothing to be surprised about. He moved out. What? Moved out? What do you mean? Don't you understand? You know, Kyle left you. What? Actually, a week ago, a young lady who is dating Kyle came to my house. She said she was pregnant with Kyle's child. If my son's girlfriend has a baby, I don't need you. So my son is leaving you and getting a new wife. The new girl has a good job and is independent. She's so much better than you, who's a parasite. So you're saying he's divorcing me because he's having a baby with the woman he cheated on me with? So he moved out while I was on vacation? That's right. I didn't want you to cling to my son and beg him not to leave. So I kicked you out in the name of traveling. And Kyle moved out of the house while you were gone. I moved into his new house as well. You didn't want to move in with me, but the new girl was more than happy to live with me. I see. Now I get it. Yes, that's right. I don't need a parasite like you who depends on Kyle's money. Instead, a young, pretty, and capable bride is coming with my future grandchild. Get out of here, you useless parasite. I understand. I'm fine with that. I'll leave. I'll file for divorce immediately. Thank you for all you've done for me. Really, this whole time we've spent together with you, Kyle and I have wasted our precious time and money. I'd like you to pay me back if possible, but I'm not that evil, so I forgive you. It's a mercy for you, who's going to be a miserable poor person from now on. So don't ever come see us again, okay? We don't know you anymore. Get lost. Hey, Sophia! Pick up! Oh, hello, Tracy. Can I help you? I'm actually pretty busy, you know. You? How much trouble do you want to cause us? You stole Kyle's money. Give it back, you thief! Don't you forget how much you owe Kyle, you ungrateful bastard! Excuse me? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I went to the bank to withdraw some money, and the balance was almost zero. You're the one who stole it. That's a false accusation. Kyle and I had completely separate bank accounts, and I don't know the PIN number of Kyle's bank account. You liar! As soon as I told the girl we didn't have any money, she left us. She said she didn't think we were so poor or something like that. Who's the girl? Oh, Kyle's new girl? At the end, she said that the baby wasn't actually Kyle's. I can't believe it. That slut cheated on us. Wow, what a story. What's more, Kyle had other girlfriends in the past who were married or engaged at that time, and their partners suddenly accused Kyle for messing around with their partners. And they're demanding compensation. Ah, that's terrible. I spent all my money on moving, so I don't have any money either. I'm going bankrupt like this. I want my stolen money back now. I can sue you if that's what you want. I'm telling you, I didn't steal it. You can't steal money from an account that has a zero balance to begin with. What? What do you mean by that? Huh? Don't you get it? He drank alcohol every day, spent tens of thousands of dollars on gambling. And he also spends a lot of money on all kinds of girls. Do you think he'll have any money left over? He doesn't even earn more than $1,500 a month. Really? That's a lie. There's no way Kyle's salary is that low. What? You didn't know? Have you never seen his pay stub? No, but if that's the case, then how have you been making a living? You can't even pay the rent for your house with that kind of pay. How did he make a living with a full-time housewife? Where did the money come from? From my income. What? Well, technically, I wasn't a full-time housewife. I was working at home to earn money. What? The company I resigned from when I got married. Actually, I pretended to have resigned and kept working. The company didn't want me to quit, so they asked me to continue working. I was working remotely during the day when Kyle wasn't around. That's why we were able to live without Kyle's money. Hey! Why didn't you tell me that? How can I tell you? You don't know why I decided to leave the company? It's because your son caused me so much trouble. He made prank phone calls to the company and left rude comments on our website. He stormed directly into the company, tried to riot, and tried to hurt the receptionist. He did all that just because he wanted me to quit. And he did it because he didn't like that I made more money than him. No! That's a lie! Kyle said you quit on your own. He said you quit without consulting him and became a full-time housewife. Ah, so that's why. That's why you were so hard on me. That makes sense. Well, we were both cheated by that scumbag, weren't we? For 2 years. That's funny, isn't it? Well, it must have been bad parenting to raise a man like that. I'd like to see his parents' faces. Oh, you can look into a mirror, Tracy. I can't believe Kyle was lying. Oh my. Well, that's why you don't have to worry about me. I make at least 4 times as much as that guy, and my new house is comfortable, especially without that nasty money-eating insect in sight. And I don't have to deal with an outdated crazy woman as well. It's nice to be able to do my job with dignity. It makes me feel like a fool for having to hide working for a man like that. Why didn't I get divorced earlier in the first place? I guess my brain was frozen at that time. I regret the wasteful thing I did. Well, that's alright. It's over now. Well then, I'll be fine. Farewell, Tracy. Wait a second. If that's the case, fine. You can come back. I'll let you and Kyle get back together. What? Did you hear what I said? Are you deaf or something? Who would get back together with that guy? That alcoholic, gambler, moneyless, brainless man with a brain in his lower half. It was you who kicked me out in the first place. And now you say I'll let you get back together with him? Who do you think you are? Because we are in a difficult situation right now. We don't have a new wife or a grandchild, and we're charged money. I have no money. I don't even have enough money to buy food for today, and Kyle is depressed. So what? You think I would help you? Kyle and I are divorced and we're complete strangers. I know that. But you know, we were once a family. Don't you think you want to help us out of the goodness of your heart? You want me to support my ex-husband, who cheated on me, and my ex-mother-in-law, who tolerated it? Please put an end to your nonsense. If I was that good-hearted, I'd be showcased in a museum. I will never help ungrateful people like you. I refuse to help. I don't want to have anything to do with you people ever again. No, wait! I'm in real trouble. Help me! Please help me! I can apologize for whatever I did in the past. Kyle and I will both apologize sincerely. Help! Your apology is worth nothing to me, you know. Even if you apologize, my precious time and money won't come back. I do want to charge you the money I spent. But I don't feel like tormenting already poor people, so that's fine. You guys should blame your own stupidity. Well then, take care. After texting with Tracy, Kyle called me as well. He was constantly whining and bothering me, so I blocked his call. Those people kicked me out, and only 3 days later, they depend on me for help. I can't help but laugh at how fast they've fallen from grace. Actually, I was the one who contacted the partners of Kyle's old girlfriends. That's how I put Kyle in a tight spot. Later, it seems that Tracy borrowed money from a loan shark and paid the compensation. Kyle's gambling addiction and womanizing never went away, and they live hand to mouth. Finally, he tried to flee at night to escape from debt collectors. But he was easily caught and taken away by scary people. He's a really stupid guy who don't repent until the end. As for me, I have settled down in my new residence, stopped working remotely, and returned to office to work. I am working hard just for myself. On my days off, I like to hang out with friends and go on short trips. I want to enjoy myself to the fullest after 2 years of putting up with so much.
Dad, can we talk? Hi, Mary. Travis and I are driving up there next weekend. We could not get the airplane tickets. Are you okay with car sickness? You're like me. You always get car sick. I should take an anti-sickness medicine, then fall asleep with the seat down. I should be okay. I see. So when we get there, I have to figure out where to park the car. Oh, okay. I'll ask my neighbor to let you park in his spot. Thanks, I'll let Travis know. Please say hi to him. I should get my driver's license soon. It's definitely more convenient. Maybe you don't get sick if you're driving. I see. Well, I'll think about it later. I'll see you next week when I go home. I'll be waiting for you. We will have a feast. Mary, it's me, your dad. You're coming home today, right? It's already been an hour since you said you arrived. Mary? Is everything okay with you guys? If you see this, please reply. I will text Travis now. Travis, are you guys okay? You might be driving, but it would be great if you could reply. Hi, Mike. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm not driving right now. What's going on? I tried to teach Mary, but she didn't reply, so I thought I'd text you. Has she yet to arrive there? Nope. Where is she? I dropped her off at the airport. Airport? She told me you guys were driving. I thought you were driving. Mary doesn't have a driver's license and... Oh. I've got some urgent business. I had to use the car, so she decided to fly there. I thought you had already heard from her. I'm sorry I didn't notice. No, I'm sorry I didn't know. So that's what happened. Well, please let me know if you hear from her. If I hear from her, I'll let you know. Right, okay. I found where Mary is. She got into an accident in Seattle and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. I'm on my way there right now. But why Seattle? It's a long way from your place. It's also in the wrong direction from Portland. Anyway, my wife and I are heading to Seattle now. Please head there as soon as you get this message. Dad, I'm safe. Mary. Dad, you're heading this way now, right? Oh, I'm driving with Mom right now. But your life is not in danger, right? Yeah, somehow. But I've broken my leg, so I'll need to stay in the hospital. But the driver of the other car took the appropriate action. He's treating me with sincerity, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to him. I understand. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Well, I better get going. Mary, I want to ask you some questions when I get there. Yeah, I know. I understand. Drive safe, Dad. Travis, I haven't heard from you since then. What's going on? Oh, Mike. How are you? Sorry, I dropped my phone in the water and had to turn it off to dry it out. Have you heard from Mary? How dare you? How dare you? Mike? What is it all of a sudden? You're having an affair, aren't you? What? You canceled your trip. You've been planning to have an affair with someone else. What? Mary gets carsick quickly, so she takes pills and falls asleep as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of that. You drove to Seattle and left Mary on the street. Then you picked up your girlfriend. Mary was left all alone, far away from her destination. I see. How did you get all the information? But I screwed this up. Do you admit what you did? Well, I don't blame you. I am done with Mary, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. You found out sooner than I thought, but I took her money away. It's going to be hard to walk home. I'll never forgive you. You are out of line. By the looks of it, you haven't read my text yet. Your texts? I'm already here with Mary. Huh? Why? How could you find her? I took her phone away. You thought you'd taken all means of communication. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, yes. This was a real blessing, though. The one you took was her old phone. Huh? Just the other day, she got a new one. She kept her old one. You mean that's the one I smashed? Yeah, go check your text. Then we'll talk. Mary was in an accident at that place. I thought you found out so fast. That's what happened. She's in the hospital. I wanted to buy some time while she was gone. Are you worried about your affair more than about your wife's injuries? That's pretty rotten. I'm sorry, but my love for her has cooled off. It can't be helped now. But that doesn't mean you should leave her in the middle of the city. Yes. I'm sorry. What's up with your attitude? You don't know where I am. What if I told you I do? Huh? You're at a resort hotel with a woman. How do you know? The bag you took from Mary has a GPS attached to it. I guess you didn't notice that. A GPS? We got one a while ago for her. She told me that she misplaces her belongings often. Mary seems to like it. Besides, the resort hotel is owned by our relative. Huh. You've been here before, haven't you, on your college graduation trip? Do you remember who the organizer of that trip was? Mary. That's it? Seriously? So, I'm going to your room now. Huh? Your dad's with me. My dad too? I caught him. Wait! You're gonna have to pay for this. Damn! I'm under my father's surveillance because of you. Don't realize what you've done? You guys want your compensation, don't you? Yes, I'll pay you. My girlfriend's father is the president of a big company. He'll pay a fraction of $1 million. I heard your girlfriend went to the same college Mary went. Yes, that's right. She's rich and famous. I heard that's not true. What? Mary knows her because she was pretty famous. She was famous for lying without hesitation to attract men. But you know, she always had a lot of money. I'm sure you'll understand if you hear about her job now. Her job? I'm a little afraid to put it into words. I heard she's so much in debt that she has to do that kind of work. Debt? So I guess you have to cover the fees we'll charge. Wait a minute. I don't have that kind of money. Because you went on expensive dates with your girlfriend? Does that mean your wallet and savings are empty? Please forgive me. Apologize to Mary. Either way, she has no intention of forgiving you, so... From now on, wait for my lawyers to call. Mike? Well then, bye, scumbag. The reason he went to the trouble of leaving Mary behind was Travis's girlfriend's idea. She had a one-sided view of Mary as a rival. As a result, she stole Travis and planned to leave Mary in Seattle. Mary demanded a reasonable amount of compensation from both of them. When Travis's girlfriend learned about what happened to Mary, she was shocked that her prank had gone too far. She quickly accepted the payment and the restraining order. She has been very busy with more work. And Travis. His father threw him into a company run by an acquaintance, and he also took on several part-time jobs. He's now under 24-hour surveillance, working daily to pay off his debts.
Hey, Sophia, you old lady, why are you at my kid's preschool? Long time no see, Molly. It's been a while since you ran away opposing your dad in my marriage. Has it been 6 years or so? Answer my question. Don't tell me you had a baby. Yes, 3 years ago. Seriously? For real? You were 40 when you married my dad, so you must be 46 now. You had a baby 3 years ago? Meaning you gave birth at 43? That's right. Oh my god, I can't. What? You mean my half-brother or sister goes to the same preschool as my son? Well, does that mean my child is same age as his aunt or uncle whose mom is an old lady? That's so gross. Molly, did you have a baby too after you ran away and cut contact with us? Yeah, I got pregnant when I was 19, and so we got married. I see. I heard from people that you got married, but I didn't know you had a child too. Well, you know a lot of guys like me. I'm not like you, an old lady who had a baby so late in her life. I wish you wouldn't talk like that. I mean, is this a joke or what? An old pregnant woman? You haven't changed a bit. By the way, is yours a boy or a girl? I have a son. That makes me with a younger brother and he is my baby's uncle? Give me a break. I never imagined having a younger sibling at this age, even step-siblings. In fact... Oops, I gotta go now. I'm going for lunch with a bunch of young moms my age. I have no intention of being friends with your son or his old mom, by the way. I don't want my kids to get grossed out about you, so make sure you stay away from him. Bye. Molly? Oh, hey, Sophia. It's so rare you text me. Can you please not spread strange rumors about me at preschool? What are you talking about? I have proof that you are the source of the rumors. You're telling people that I intentionally got pregnant so that I can marry your dad, and that the father of my son is actually someone I cheated on with. Oh, that's almost true, isn't it? No, it's not true. If you had such doubts, you should have asked and checked the facts. I don't need to check the facts. I have proof. Proof? I don't want you and your kid getting close to mine and my friends' kids. It's going to be a bad influence. What proof? I saw you cheating. Me? I wanted to see Dad since I haven't seen him in a while, but I didn't know where he lives now, so I followed you home so that I can see him. You followed me? Guess what? I saw you walk into an apartment with a man who was obviously younger than you. I don't know if you brought him into your home or he took you to his. It's pretty obvious you're cheating. It's indefensible. You got it wrong. Plus, I took a closer look at the kid's face and he doesn't look anything like Dad. Instead, I came to notice that your son looks a lot like the guy you're cheating with. That's when I thought maybe your kid is not my dad's son. Is that why you started the rumor? Hey, Dad is not the father of your son, is he? No, he is not. What? Wait, seriously? Wow, I'm gonna tell my dad. First, I need to find out where you guys live. Then he should file for divorce. Your dad and I are already split. What? We got separated after 6 months into our marriage. The younger man you saw is my current husband. You're remarried? Yeah. He's my junior at work. I was 5 years older than him, but he said it was okay. I remarried my current husband when I was 42. And then we had a son who looked just like him. Ah, I see. Which means you cheated on Dad after all. What? Obviously, you had a divorce after 6 months. It's because you cheated on him. I bet you couldn't resist the younger guy who came flirting with you. So gross. That's why I hate MILF. That makes your dad gross too, then. Huh? It was your dad who cheated on me. Huh? What do you mean? Seems like you haven't heard anything from him, have you? Can't help it. Dad changed his number and I totally lost contact with him. Oh, I see. He told me he was going to speak with you, so I didn't say anything. The false rumors that you spread at preschool, you're speaking ill of my husband and son. So I guess I'll have to tell you what happened over the past 6 years. What? You mean you're not being a sore loser, but you're actually telling the truth? Yeah. When you were against our marriage, I thought of calling it off, but your father had already registered the marriage. That's why we rushed to tell you that we got married. Then, you ran out a month later and didn't hear from you again. Well, yeah. And the 4 months after that, I found out about your dad's affair with a woman who is young as his children. No way! We got divorced 2 months after that. Seriously? What is he doing now? I haven't seen him since then. I don't have his current contact info. I see. Well, Molly, now that you know the whole scope of the story, you're going to correct the rumors, are you? What? You should be accountable for spreading false rumors. Hey, what a hassle. If you don't correct it, I have no choice but to sue you for libel. Huh? You're overreacting. Your harassment is giving us negative effects in our lives. You know what? You're the one who has to clean up your own mess. Clean up my mess? If you and Dad are no longer together and your son is not related to my dad, that makes me a complete stranger, so I have nothing to do with this. You're the one who started the rumor. You old ladies are such a pain in the ass. I'm going to go ahead and start an even bigger rumor. I'll do it so that you can't stay at our preschool anymore. Molly, you... I'm going to visit my close mom friends for the first time. I don't want you to spoil the good time. So, I'm going to block you now. Sophia, I need to ask you something, or I need you to explain to me something. Oh, hey. I thought you blocked me. When I went to my mom's friend's house today, Dad was there. What? My friend introduced him to me as her husband. Your friend, could she be... Is her name Amy? Yes. What's her last name? Same as my maiden name. We actually became close because our name were the same. Wait, does that mean... I think it's her. I see. I did notice a girl who looked just like her within the circle of your friends. Seems like she has a different makeup now. Wait. So you're saying... Dad was messing with a girl my age? That's right. Then Amy's 3 boys, they are my half-brothers? That's what it would be. No, I don't like it. Don't tell me. But I don't like it. Molly, you shouldn't talk abusively about newborn babies. Besides, you're in no position to criticize other people. Huh? Hey, Sophia, help me. What is it? I don't know what it is, but I got a letter asking me to pay for something. Is it a continent certified mail? That's it. Do you have any ideas who's the sender? Of course not. It's totally insane to ask me to pay such a huge lump sum of money. You still don't get it? What is it? It means your boyfriend's wife must have found out about your affair. What? No way. She contacted me a while ago. I told her everything I could tell her about you, the rumors you spread about me. The father of my son is actually a man who I cheated with. This was your own story, wasn't it? Oh, no. That is, the father of your child was not your husband, but a married man with whom you were having an affair, isn't it? You've got to help me. The wife said that he and his wife has 2 children together. What about it? Which means they are half-siblings with your child. What? You were disgusted with the idea of having half-siblings, but that is exactly what you are doing. Gosh, no! I see. Looks like now you finally know. No way! What the hell? No! Help me. I'm not gonna help you. Why not? I'm responsible for protecting my own family, my son and my husband, not you. Why? What do you mean? There's only one thing I can tell you, Molly. All babies are entitled to be happy no matter what their circumstances are. You must face her and protect her as a mother. Don't give me the crap. And about spreading my false rumors, I don't intend to let it pass after what you had done to my family. What? Brace yourself, Molly. Molly's husband filed a divorce and also the wife of the man who she had an affair with. Both Molly and her boyfriend were charged with alimony, along with the child support. I also filed a claim for compensation for libel against Molly, and she had to pay it in full at once. The story spread, and one thing led to another. Then people started to talk about how Amy stole my ex-husband. You can call me relentless, but I had to do what I had to do. The false rumors that Molly started about me were quite widespread. I took immediate action because it was affecting my son and my husband. soon after Molly and Amy left the preschool one after another. As for Molly, some relatives of her offered help. I was relieved to hear that they were sensible people.
Lena, where are you? It's late, and you haven't texted me. I'm worried. You're such a pain in the ass. At least, tell me what time you'll be home. Okay. I'm not coming home tonight. Again? I don't care, but I'll be back in the morning, so get my breakfast ready. And lunch too. You know I'm also working, right? So what? I just wanted you to do a little more housework. What? Are you in a position to say that? No, it doesn't mean I'm asking you to do everything. We both work, so I want to split the household chores. You know what? You know I earn way more than you do, right? I know, but you haven't put in a penny for living expenses for the past 6 months. In the first place, when the marriage was arranged, I thought I was getting married to your handsome brother, who earns much more than you do. Turns out it's you. You got nothing to offer working at such a tiny company. Do you know how disappointed I was? And there was something about being business partners or something. I had to marry you because my dad's company was on the edge of going bankrupt. That's the actual reason why, so I had no choice but to marry you. My brother has a fiancé, so there was no choice. Then, you should take a little pity on me. I feel so sorry for myself. You should be extra nice to me to compensate that. I'm trying, but it's not enough. You have to be earning a lot to make me satisfied. At least more than what I'm earning. I don't know what to say. Oh my God, you're driving me crazy. That's why you're getting paid so little. Be a man. I'm sorry. If you're really sorry, have $2,000 ready by tomorrow. What? I'm pissed off and I don't want to see you. I'm going on a trip to get away from all of this bullshit. No, that's too... What? Aren't you supposed to be pleasing me? Our saving is going to run out if you keep on spending like this. Huh? I have been trying so hard to meet your needs by using up my own savings. I also been giving you all my salary every month, but I'm starting to see the limit. It would be really nice if you could contribute to the expenses too. What? What is that? I can't believe it. I'll do my best to work more. No. What? Oh, that's right. Then you should just quit your job. Quit my job? You've been in this company for about 10 years, right? Then you should get about $1 million in severance, right? I'll take it all. Okay, now I have enough money for my allowance. No, wait a minute. Even if I get the money temporarily, I won't be able to make a living afterwards. You just need to find a new job and get on with it. Oh, and since you're changing jobs, look for a better paying job. It's not going to work out that way. Think about the state of the world today. Lena, you make more money than me. What a pain in the ass. I'm the poor woman who was forced to marry you. You don't want the world to say that I'm such a poor woman and that you're an unworthy husband who can't take care of me. So get your ass out of here and give me my severance pay. Don't be so reckless. I won't tolerate any more arguments from you. Lena, where are you? You haven't been home for a week. What a nuisance. I have something important to tell you. Oh, you mean about your resignation? Yes, that's right. I'm submitting my resignation. Okay, well then let's get divorced. Huh? Hey, do you understand your position? Lena, do you understand your position? Huh? I already know. What? You're cheating on me. Huh? With my brother. Hello? Why don't you say something? Uh-oh. I don't care if you found out. You don't have to go through all that trouble to get divorce papers. Really? You already wrote them yourself, didn't you? I found it, so I brought it with me. Oh, that's why. I put it in a drawer and couldn't find it. Well then, could you just submit it, please? I just did. Already? Because I was at a friend's house right down the street from the town hall. That's why. Well, I'm glad we don't have to go through all that trouble. Now I can marry my brother-in-law. I'm the next Mrs. President. I'll charge you alimony. Huh? Alimony? I'm still discussing the amount with my lawyer, but I think I'll ask each of you for $1 million. Well, okay. As the next president and high-income brother-in-law, he's got lots of money. Unlike you, who makes a meager monthly salary. Don't block me until everything is decided clearly. Yes, yes, yes. Hey! What? I can't withdraw my money. Huh? Your severance money. I was going to withdraw it from my account earlier, but it wasn't deposited. Oh, it was you who took my bank book and card. That's why you didn't get your severance pay. No, my severance pay hasn't come out yet. Why? Because I haven't left yet. Huh? You said you left. I didn't say that. You did. You need to recheck our messages from yesterday. I just said I'm going to submit my resignation. What? No way. You know you can't just hand in your resignation. You know that, right? Of course I know that. So you just read it for your natural convenience. I went to the trouble of telling you in writing online, not verbally. Read carefully what people are writing, no matter who you're talking to. Shut up. By the way, I just submitted my resignation today. I'll start using my remaining paid leave next week until my last day at the company. I won't get my severance pay until after that. That's terrible. Why? What's the point of having your bank book with me? I went to the trouble of getting you to tell me your PIN number. You can have the money in there. The balance of $8 is as good as nothing. Call me as soon as your severance money is transferred. You're a pain in the ass. Huh? No way. You think my severance pay will be yours? Because you promised to give it to me. I didn't promise you that. You did. Lena, you just said you wanted it unilaterally. I didn't agree to it. Either way, I've specified that the severance money be transferred to another account. Huh? You're leaving the company because I said I wanted severance pay. Oh, there's your misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? I'm leaving because my dad's company asked me to. What? You mean your father's company? That's right. What do you mean? Actually, I got a certain national certification. National certification? My father's company was looking for people to help start up a new business. I had just passed the relevant certification exam. He was so impressed with my efforts that he offered me a position as a candidate for the next president of the company. What? Candidate for the next president? Your brother is the next president, right? That was already confirmed, wasn't it? That's all being changed. A clean slate? I mean, he's dismissal. Dismissal? You mean fired? Well, that's what it means. Why? Because he had an affair with you. Huh? Me? I've heard that if you just had an affair, they wouldn't fire you. If you skipped work and went to a hotel in the middle of the day, they don't care if you're the next president of the company. You're out. And he's done the worst possible thing by having an affair with his brother's wife. And he even betrayed his own fiancée. Well, no, that's... Because of this, the person who should be at the top of the company is not like that. So the selection of the next president was to be rescheduled. Wait, something's not right. Or maybe I don't understand. What's that? Why did you go to all the trouble of getting a job at another company when your father owns one? Your father didn't take you seriously because you're a low bro who can't do the job, wasn't it? No, I wasn't. He just respected my feelings. If that's not the case, then you should stay at your father's company because it's easier. It's unconditionally higher income. I didn't like that. Why not? At the time, they were already saying that my brother was going to be the next president of the company. No matter how hard I try, they'll think I'm a powerful nepotistic hire, using my two relatives as a shield. They'd think I was a powerful nepotism. I didn't want to start my career in such a lukewarm environment. Then why are you joining them now? Because the new business was what I wanted to do. As a candidate for the next president, I would be in an environment where I can work hard and compete with other candidates. I don't understand. I'm not trying to get you to understand now that you're a stranger. Well, that's why my brother will be out of a job for a while, so you have to take care of him. No, I'm not. What? I don't work anymore. What? Well, I messed up a bit and had no choice but to leave. That's why you stopped paying the living expenses. Well, in the investigative report that my father hired a while ago, I heard about it. Investigator? What? If you knew, why did you say mean things? In this situation, I was just being sarcastic. Maybe I spoiled you too much. What? Even though the marriage was related to the circumstances of our parents, because you will be my wife, maybe I misunderstood what it meant to be kind. Oh no, I don't think you're wrong in the slightest. More than that, being welcomed as a candidate for the next president of your father's company, are you getting a pay raise? Well, better than before. Then, from now on, I will change my mind and do housework. So, don't you think it's too early to get divorced, right? Wait a minute. Didn't you file for divorce yourself? If I knew this would happen, I wouldn't have submitted it. No, we would have divorced no matter what. Why? My dad doesn't like correct things. He's strict even to his own hair son. He mercilessly cut down for one of his adulterous affairs. A woman who betrays her husband and has an affair is treated in a similar way. How is it possible that an adulteress is ensconced in the position of wife of potential next president? It's absolutely impossible. I'm with him on this one. Well, I'm sorry about that, and it's a little late for that, isn't it? Wait. Well, that's why. I'll have my lawyer visit you later. What? You know where I live? It's my brother's hideaway. That's also in the report from the credit bureau. Please. Well, I guess this is the last time I'll have to deal with you directly. I'll be a better wife this time. Just give me one more chance. Please. I really love you too. We can make it work again. I don't see that you're reading my text. Lena never called me by my name. We got divorced. My brother paid the alimony demanded by me and his ex-fiancée in one lump sum. He left. Lena has never been seen again. The alimony Lena was charged was paid by her in-laws. Also, my father's support was cut off in this divorce. My ex-in-law's company went bankrupt. I have some sympathy for the fact that this marriage was driven by my parents, but so was I. My father and I will be able to learn from this mistake and move on. It seems like Lena and her family is having a difficult time. Right now, the three of them are living in a one-room apartment being forced to make ends meet. They are cursing each other every day as neighborhoods complain.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.